start it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our 9th episode of Popcast. My name is Christian.
And I am Everett.
And we're going to start that over. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 9 of Popcast. My name is Christian.
I'm Everett.
And today, we have a very, very, very ordinary episode for you.
Yeah. I guess so.
We're going to talk about directors.
Mm-hmm. It seems like every episode... It seems like every episode we like to either rip apart someone. I think this is going to be a good one because we did do David Fincher and it was really nothing but thumbs up. We'll do Wes Anderson, I guess, in a little bit. Because it was just his birthday recently.
Happy birthday, Wes.
Yeah, congrats. Another trip around the sun.
Yes, sir.
Today, as we're filming it, is May 4th. It's Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you.
We just watched the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. I don't have Disney Plus. I am bumming.
I did.
Streaming sites off of 4 different people. I'm waiting on a 5th to come along and give me Disney Plus. One day, an angel will come. What do you think of it, the trailer? Are you a big Star Wars guy?
Yes and no.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
I'm not like one of our good friends, Shane. He grew up with Star Wars, and also Brad. They grew up with Star Wars, and they're very big Star Wars fans.
He grew up with Star Wars and Brad.
But I appreciate it. I enjoy the series. Am I looking forward to this? Again, yes and no.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a try. I haven't been on Disney, though, for a while.
It's all extra. It's like at this point, I'm at the dinner table, and I'm full. The meal's been great. And they're like, dessert. Well, don't really need it. And it's like, yeah,
Second
it's
dessert.
free. Like, come on, Mandalorian. What's the other one? Boba Fett show.
I haven't seen that yet.
I've done the Mando, season 1 of Mando.
Yeah.
Again, I'm difficult with TV. I'm just not binging.
I like that Bill Burr was in the second season.
Was he? Yeah. Well, you just...
I mean, everyone knows that.
I didn't know that at all.
Come on now.
Joel Edgerton is in the Obi-Wan movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Excuse me, series. Good for him.
Good for him.
He kind of disappeared.
A little bit.
He started directing a little bit. Remember he did that movie with Jason Bateman, The Gift?
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it. He's also in that boxing movie, Warrior.
Oh, is he? Oh,
and
okay.
I don't really know what the hell he's doing lately.
That?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's just playing. Looks like just some beggar.
The Gift came out a long time ago.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It's a gift that keeps on.
Yeah.
Giving.
I feel like it came out before it comes at night.
I think it was 2015 was a gift. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the Star Wars, sorry. No, you're good. Why are you talking about Joel?
I was going to say, speaking of Jason Bateman, we're almost done with season 4, part 2 of Ozark.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be a long time before I get to that.
Oh, God, dude, it's so good.
It's too much.
So good.
It's just too, I got
I think
too
we
much.
have 2 episodes left.
And then it's done?
It's done forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad day. But I'm glad that they ended the series before it got bad.
Has it gotten better?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, everything about it?
Everything.
Character with Jason Bateman?
Character development in it is kind of crazy.
Yeah, okay.
But makes sense. So, yeah, good. Good.
Fun. And it's tough to keep up with all of them. I like Jason Bateman. Like I said, I'm a big fan
great.
of Arrested Development, and I like that he's just... Seems like a good person, too. I've never seen one article about him where it's like, you know what that piece of shit Jason Bateman did? He ran over a dog. Like, never happened. Guy's doing charity work right now.
I think you're thinking of Jason Momoa.
No.
Oh.
No.
Not you, the person who got run over by a dog.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
My God.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
But he was Aquaman, so similar.
Aquaman? Yeah, I can't wait for a sequel of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of sequels no one cares for or wants, James Cameron's persistent on Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 through
4, 5, 6, and 7 or whatever.
Hit me.
I can't believe that. It's been so long and they've greenlit 6 movies for him already.
The first one?
I
guess
fell
if I
asleep
had
in
to type the synopsis, it'd be like, it's about these blue things that fight the green things for this planet.
For the red things.
Yep, for control of the red.
Yeah. And then there's what's his name? Just there for the money.
Who?
Completely out of place. What's his name? Shit. I always forget his name.
The main actors?
No,
Sam Worthington?
No. I always forget his name. The bad dude.
Oh, I don't know.
The bad guy.
Couldn't even tell you. I barely got through it. and it's got, I think it's like a 2010 movie, and there's really nothing. The CGI is fine. I'm not
amazing.
I'm not anti like
it was
it's too fantastical or anything. Like I like the
thing is that Avatar is so old that like motion capture was groundbreaking at the time. They invented it for the movie, and that's what the whole hype was about. But then you go to the movie and you're like, all right, yeah, that's cool, but this storyline is putting me to. I fell asleep.
It's very boring.
Yeah,
I just didn't care.
Giovanni
Ribisi.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, he's in that.
I'm pretty sure he's the bad guy in that.
Okay, I like him.
I do too.
But he's like a poor man's Jude Law. They remind me of each other.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why. Womp.
Oh.
Damn! I just totally lost track of what the hell we were just saying. What was the tangent?
I don't even remember.
Oh my god.
Disney Plus. Something about sweets. Free sweets.
That's fine.
And
all right.
You were full.
What are you gonna watch after Ozark?
We were thinking about actually starting Ozark over again because it's been so long. Yeah, just like a side thing.
Okay.
Especially if there's like nothing crazy new coming out. But definitely want to restart it and watch it over because then you pick up on things that you forgot about and then it makes the endings that much better.
God dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel you. Some of these things there's a big commitment to.
Are you afraid of commitment, Ev?
No. The 3 movies that have been at my house in my watch pile, they're all over 3 hours long. So there's no short way around it.
It's like 3 episodes of Ozark.
I know. The one was Spartacus.
Okay.
The other's Once Upon a Time.
You watched that though, right?
Yeah, the one's Once Upon a Time in America. Don't spoil us. Hold on a second. And the third one is The Last Emperor, which won like 11 Oscars in the 80s. And I want to see them. I don't mind the production of it, but they're long. Spartacus was good, but it took me a day. Like I did half, and then there is an intermission break in it, which I felt weird not fast forwarding. It was just me listening to some orchestral music for 3 minutes. I was like, oh, it's very...
That's so interesting that was kept in the movie.
I think it adds to it. I really like how Kubrick used to set up some of his movies. Like even 2001: A Space Odyssey, it starts with like 3 minutes of music. It starts with a black screen and this big crescendo of sound, and then it builds to like this haunting score, and then it's just like light, and it starts. And I feel like he started that movie silently and like in black because the whole movie's about like the evolution of man. So I feel like he kind of added in that, like the evolution of film, a black screen to sound to light to then the pictures and everything. Like, I don't know.
Fucking
Kubrick, man. My hero. Speaking of heroes, do you want to get into Wes Anderson?
No returnable.
Oh, you know what?
No returnable.
Because this is probably going to be, the Sody Pop.
Yeah.
We're probably going to start filming by the time we do a new podcast episode, right? Today's what, the 4th? Obviously, May the 4th.
No, we're going to be filming the following week after. So when next week's podcast drops, we'll be in pre-production. All
right. So right now, we are using... I'm going to talk about the mask situation.
Sure.
Just in passing real quick to kill filler content. So Christian and I used Immortal Masks, which I do recommend. They are costly, but you're paying for good quality latex masks that literally weighs like, I would say 4 or 5 pounds. You pull it over your whole head.
A little more than that.
Yeah, it's heavy. Well, you're strong. And we're using them for a second go around with a mask that's going to be for the project we're in pre-production on right now. And they sent us the wrong one. Like, totally different vibe. This looks like we were trying to do a fan film for Hellraiser, which I'm not against, but it's just we don't need it now. So it's just, already we haven't even started filming, and it's
Murph's like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. Like, oh, dang it. So
it's okay.
That's the first hurdle, but we just got off the phone.
But they were very accommodating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so, because what the industry's for, unless you're some fetish weirdo.
Yeah.
Like,
buying $600 masks.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who have money who want to look good at Halloween parties.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to wear that and no damn Halloween party on it. After wearing the werewolf mask for like a little bit.
It's very form-fitting and claustrophobic.
We all put that thing on. We were spreading it around.
Oh, yeah. We're sweating in it and then handing it off to the next.
We got to figure out what
Americans.
we want to do with the guy playing the creature in this.
As in who's going to play him?
Yeah, are we going with an actor that's tall and having like this creepy, like ominous figure like looming over the characters? Or are we doing something short? Because, I mean...
I don't want it to be comically tall. Because it is supposed to be...
Oh.
So, no spoilers.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just need someone to fucking jump in that role. And I'm worried because the masks do run a bit large, and it's a men's fit. So we need someone with a bulbous head like mine.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, the search begins.
Speaking of mask, Wes Anderson wrote and directed The Mask starring Jim Carrey. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I was like...
But imagine if he did.
The comment section right now is like,
what? You fucking moron!
Yeah. There's never been such a film. All right, you mentioned to me recently, because I know we've been talking about doing a Wes Anderson for a little bit. Mm-hmm. You hunted down his first film, Bottle Rocket?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay. Thoughts?
I watched it because I've never seen it before. And I was very curious what his debut film was. And I don't know whether it was a film or if I just, threw on a movie just to throw on a movie, and I kind of was going in and out of it. So... I would say it didn't hold my attention. And I don't think it was bad. It was fun watching the Wilson brothers. And I'm pretty sure their debut movie.
Yeah, correct.
Because they were all friends growing up.
Yeah,
well, they met at college.
And then did the full film.
But, I mean, it's definitely worth watching. I don't know if it's definitely not his greatest film.
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's quirky. It's odd, but I don't know. It's just like... What the fuck am I watching? I like Owen Wilson in it. I think some of the comedy's, decent if you like that dry humor where it's just he's a weird dude. And, I could see some of Anderson's little ticks in it with, overhead shot of like a table.
They weren't fully developed yet, though. Like, it's definitely, if you were to watch it without knowing it was a Wes Anderson film, you probably wouldn't know it was a Wes Anderson film.
The fact that it was from the 90s isn't doing it any favors today. It feels of that time.
I think
which is a nice little trip down memory lane.
Luke Wilson always shines in his movies.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's the better of the two. But,
but like specifically in Wes Anderson films, he's always the standout to me.
Well, you know what? Luke Wilson looks totally more dramatic than Owen.
Yeah.
Period. Just everything about Owen is like this cherubic, funny kind of guy.
He's got a broken nose.
Yes, he does. After that, Owen Wilson, like after that, he kind of like just jumped into movies because he did that. Yeah. He did a little cameo in Cable Guy, and then his like real first big movie as a person. He played like one of the girls, somebody's boyfriend.
Oh no! Yeah.
Like
he was dating.
He was
dating Matthew Broderick. He took her out on a date, and Jim Carrey beat the shit out of him in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't see Cable Guy.
I forgot about that. Wow.
Yep. So he was in that, and then 1997. I love this movie, Anaconda, and that's his first studio role.
And the snake comes up, and he goes, "Wow."
Dude, that death, when I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck?
I really want, it's on,
my God.
I think it's on Netflix right now. I really want to rewatch it to see if it aged well.
It did. I love it.
Kayla hates snakes and she like refuses to watch it.
Dude, I burnt out a VCR in the 90s with that movie. Yeah. Just rewinding it.
It was so good.
I had like a toy ship thing and a toy like plastic snake or something, and I would recreate that
Anaconda.
Scene, who, by the way, is Danny Trejo. From the opening scene, he climbs up the top and gets killed.
No shit.
I shit you not, brother.
Damn, son.
I hope it is. Hope that's correct.
I honestly thought that what's his name, John Voight, was Spanish.
Yeah.
After watching that, 'cause that was my first time seeing him. Yeah, this is my first time seeing him. Because what came out? What, 98?
Nah, 97. I thought.
97. All right, I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
But
I think so.
And then what's his name swallowing the wasp?
There's a lot of crazy, good creature effects in there. I'll stick by that movie. Yeah. I love it. If it was playing at midnight, I would go out of my way to go see it because I think it's just fun. It's definitely the best fucking big snake film ever made.
It's scary.
I'll stick by that. Even though there's not a lot of big snake films.
Snakes on the plane.
Hollywood. I have a great idea for a snake movie.
Yeah.
I don't
want to all the people.
No, not right now. Definitely not. As I was thinking it, I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is going to work.
We have to get a trained snake.
I'm going to whisper it to you. Oh, who? A trained snake?
A trained snake.
Oh, yeah. They're tough to come by.
Yeah.
You never know what a snake's going to do. But, all right, enough Anaconda. What did you give Bottle Rocket?
I don't want to rate it until I actually watch it again and watch it full through.
All right, I give it a 6.
Okay.
I did watch it with my cousin like a month ago because I knew we were going to do a Wes Anderson, so I wanted to watch his first film and then French Dispatch which is his newest film. I just wasn't entertained with Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the fact that I picked it on a day where it was raining or I was kind of tired. Brother, that's the mood. Act 2 has a slump in there because it's did you get to the part where like he falls in love with the maid at some hotel they're staying at? Mm-hmm. All unnecessary. Way
and, like,
too much.
She was like she didn't speak English, right?
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh. And then it got better towards the end because the whole joke of it is they're trying to be in a life of crime and they're robbing these places and the two places that they pick to rob is like, excuse me, a public library and like a fucking boot shining place or something. Just like there's no money ever in these places. Why is this what you're robbing? So it's kind of funny, that goofy.
Yeah.
Feels like Office Space, like that stuff where they're trying to be bad. Where they're stomping out the copy machine.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton. Any relation?
Oh, man.
So I'll give it the 6. A very, very low 6.
Okay.
I might add.
Good. Next up was Rushmore.
Did you like it?
I did.
It's good. I wish I could talk more about it. It's probably Jason Schwartzman's best role.
Best? Oh, well, I highly disagree.
I don't even know what else he's really in, other than when Wes Anderson
dude.
calls him.
He's been in a lot.
He's been in
movies.
some junk too. Probably. He was kind of the weakest part of the 4th Fargo season.
Oh, I haven't even seen the season.
They just tried to make him play like a gangster.
Oh, really?
In the 50s. And then it's like, He tried, though.
Yeah. It was good. It was his first film with Bill Murray. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like one of the lesser watched ones by me.
Yeah.
But every time it's on, I'll watch it and I enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish people watched it more. I think I consider that his first film.
Yeah, I would. Well, yeah.
Where it seems like okay, you got an interesting character. The story's a lot more interesting too. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't have too much to add. I think I gave it like an 8,
right?
But I would probably just withhold that rating until I rewatched it.
I'd probably give it like a 7. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'd probably give it a 7.5. Back to Schwartzman. Mm-hmm. He's writing and like producing with Wes Anderson now.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So
he's writing and reading now. Wow.
Oh shit! What was next?
My favorite, Royal Tenenbaums.
That is
2001.
It's tough. That's definitely up there.
I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be hailed as his best film. Grand Budapest is great when we get to it, as far as directorial skills and what he's able to do with the camera. But I really enjoy the story of this. I think the ensemble is perfect. It's definitely Gene Hackman's last good movie, because after that, at some point he did Welcome to Mooseport with Ray Romano, and it was fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ray.
Welcome to dog shit, Port.
Yeah. And he was just fantastic. It was just so funny because, you know, you got all these characters that hate their dad.
Yeah.
And maybe it feels a little Shakespearean or something where the whole family's just, it's so odd. You know, they got the boyfriend living with the wife and the ex-husband's trying to move back in.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, it's silly. And Gene Hackman gets stabbed at the end with like a 2-inch pocket knife by the Indian maid or something, or butler or whatever. It's really good. And
I think that what's his name is a standout in that too.
Luke
Wilson.
I was just about to say, God, I hope no one freaks out. His suicide scene.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best suicides in film. It's fucking beautiful. Hauntingly
which is such a weird thing to say, but I know what you're saying. Like, yeah.
The music choice, like that song, it's like Fight Club with the end song of the Pixies, like "Where is my mind?" That song is synonymous with the scene, and it's the same way. It's needle in the hay. I could be anywhere in the world and think of Luke Wilson cutting his wrists to that movie. I hope we don't get flagged for the video,
right.
but I'm sorry.
We're only talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters.
But it was a beautiful scene, and I rewatched it a few times. When, like, the first time I saw the movie, I was like, what the fuck? Because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was not the most jovial because it's about a broken family, but I think it fucking hit, man, where I was like, wow, that's how we're getting into Act 3. Because without that scene, it doesn't tie in the rest of the family. They don't start talking to each other like that. So it does serve a purpose, and obviously he becomes a totally different person.
I love seeing when they're doing the BB gun fight when they're kids. You're on my team. There are no teams. Everybody for themselves. Oh man! And then what's his name is fucking great in it. I can't think of his name right now. Ben Stiller. Loses his wife. He's ultra protective of his kids.
Yeah.
But he's like the most successful one out of all of them. And then Owen Wilson plays his cowboy.
Yep.
Who is in love with Gwyneth Paltrow's character.
Yep.
But she loves her brother.
Half brother.
Adopted brother.
Yeah, adopted brother. I was like, that's the whole joke in there, like adopted brother or whatever. It's
a good one. I'd give it a 9.
I think right about there. I
would go up to 9.5 with that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sold. I wish we had an effect to do like a stamp, like yeah.
9.5.
God, what's in that cup? You got a lot of energy today.
It's birch beer.
Ooh.
No, it's ginger beer.
Ooh.
Complete opposite of birch beer.
So yes, I'll stick with the 9. I think it's his best, but moving on.
I'm trying to think of what was like without looking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Steve Zissou, Life Aquatic.
Was Life Aquatic next? Maybe. Yeah.
Because it was.
I love that movie.
Do you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched it?
It's very dry. I've seen it like 10 times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Good Christmas.
I really like Wes Anderson.
Okay.
I do really enjoy it. It's very dry, but again, it's a story about a father and Owen Wilson playing his long lost son, and turns out it's not really his son. But,
spoiler.
Yeah, but it's just Steve Zissou. Zissou. I can never say that name. It's just, you know what it kind of reminded me of?
Transformers?
Yeah. the wildlife movie with Steve Zahn.
Oh, really? It's called Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness.
And it's made 4 years after that.
That was funny.
I love that movie.
That movie was funny.
It's so good.
But if you've never seen it, it's basically about a washed up animal.
He's an oceanographer.
But he had a show, and he was like the biggest
oceanographer
in the world, and he's just kind of like dried up.
He's also a douche.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no one really wants to work with you.
Yeah. I like it, dude. Willem Dafoe in it is fucking hilarious. The scene where they go to the island and go to war, it's amazing.
I will say it's beautiful. He really got into more of those kind of flashcard style edits with scene transition. There's a cool shot that's like a 3D model of the boat.
I was just gonna.
Where you kind of pan through, and I appreciate that detail. I feel like it's his biggest at the time budget, And
Yeah.
obviously it's like, oh, you know what? I've had Bill Murray twice. I want it now as the entree. Like the film is centered around Bill Murray. If Bill Murray wasn't in the movie, I probably would have never rewatched it. I don't enjoy it
he
too
makes the
much.
movie.
I do think the jumble way that it is, where it starts out as this and then all of a sudden there's those war scenes and it switches. I just can't get into it. I really tried. Again, I watched it like 2 months ago in preparation for this podcast.
Yeah.
And I gave it a 6.
Okay.
I like everyone in it. It's fucking long. It's not very funny. It's more dramatic. And then I guess I just didn't get it. And that's okay.
That's
I don't.
like a common theme with his movies, though. They're dramas just with very, very dry, dark humor in them. With a beautiful, colorful palette that makes it seem like it'd be a family-friendly movie. But there's such dark tones to it.
Some great tracking shots too. When they storm the beach, it pans with them. Very long style pan, very Kubrick-esque. He would do that to reveal like the rest of the frame and stuff of how far we pan out. Well, I mean, everyone was fucking doing those pans, but obviously he's the first person I think of with it.
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
Pan or Pam? Pan.
I think I can help with the Pan-Pam situation.
Oh my god.
Is it Pam with NM?
I wish I liked Life Aquatic more. I will gladly say right now, I am not rewatching it. I just can't. I've done it twice. I saw it the one time, and I was like, yeah, I think I like this movie. And then 10 years later, I was like, let's see if that held up. It just ain't for me. I kind of get bored with the melodrama between the dad and Owen Wilson and then all this other shit. But, again, I appreciate all the acting. Bill Murray, if he wasn't in it, I think it would have flopped completely. If they just had if they had Owen Wilson in the Steve Zissou role... It'd be like, it's not enough pull. Yeah, so what? You got eaten by the snake. It was 97, bro.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over yourself.
I would probably give it a high 7.
Okay.
Moving on, I think was Darjeeling Limited.
Again, I didn't find it that interesting. I would rewatch it.
Excuse me, I had an internal burp.
Okay.
Fucking soda.
Sody.
I did enjoy it. I would watch it. Like I would watch it again. I feel like it's on the lesser end of my spectrum right now with all the movies we've talked about. I'd say it's just above.
Is there any jokes
Rushmore.
in it?
I mean, there's humor between the brothers.
Supposed to be funny, or is it just three fucking horrible people for 90 minutes? Because that's what I took away from it.
There's definitely humor in it. Like Owen Wilson's character is pretty funny.
Okay.
And just the dynamic between the three brothers, like, and how they fight and bicker, it's funny.
Okay. Maybe I would appreciate it more, but I just remember the one and only time I watched it, I was like, I'm not in on the joke. I just felt left out of it. It didn't seem like anything was to be funny. It was just like, oh, it's funny how weird it is.
I don't think it was meant to be a comedy. I think it's just like all of his movies are dramas with a little bit of humor sprinkled into them. But like the scene, like they saved the kid and then they realized that they couldn't save him. And he died, and it's just like, ugh, like what is this journey about? Like you gotta fucking.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not at the right age to appreciate some of that stuff, but I don't want to watch it. I'm not drawn to it. This type of storytelling, or it's all right. Listen, I want it to be a little more straightforward. Like, is it supposed to? I need to know what the fuck am I supposed to be feeling here? Can I laugh when the kid died? Should I laugh? I want to laugh. God. Life's horrible.
All right, so what would you give
Darjeeling? Again, I'd maybe a 6.5. I'm sure if I rewatch it, I would appreciate, because I know a lot of it's filmed on the train.
Yeah, and
I'm sure the camera work has. You know, now that I have a different eye about how things are filmed, I think I might like it a little bit more, appreciate it in that regard. But I'm pretty sure, like, as a metaphor, I combed the beach. Like, I looked around, I didn't miss anything. I'm pretty sure what's there is there. And if you're into that, you know, he's going to be your favorite filmmaker. But
I'd give it around the same, probably like a 6.5.
I think some of his movies, the problem is they would be just as good on mute. Not missing too much. I don't recall really too much banter in there that I was blown away by. And they look great. That's inarguable. His framing, and as we get up towards Grand Budapest, I mean, The colors, is everything. It looks fucking great. Doesn't mean that it's the most interesting film of all time. There's a lot of movies like that, though, where it's like, it was really good, and it looked good, but what the hell were we watching? That's how I feel with Midsommar, too.
You know, I feel opposite about Midsommar. I enjoyed it. All right, so moving on. The next one would be, I think, Moonrise Kingdom.
I didn't even know. Didn't he? What year? I didn't see it. What year did he do Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Oh, that might have came out.
Because he started getting into, like, stop motion animation.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that.
Okay. Neither have I.
No? Oh, okay. All right, so then we'll skip it.
All right. Sorry.
I've heard it was good, though. I don't know, something about watching, like, I started watching Isle of Dogs too, and I was just like, I can't get it. I don't want to watch a cartoon right now. Mm-hmm. Even though they're stop motion, and they're probably it took an immense amount of work and talent to make them. I'm not into it.
I agree. Unfortunately, so I'm not a big cartoon guy. I'm just not in a rush to watch it. One thing I will say to defend Isle of Dogs is all the hair and stuff on there is like actual like animal fur and how they do it. And then there was like a video essay comparing seeing the movement caused by the fingers that are, you know, moving the stop motion, like whatever figures in the frame for 1 second to like King Kong. Because that was the same thing, like the original King Kong from the 30s of when they moved it, you would see like the little ticks, and it does add something to it. To where I think if they did Isle of Dogs and it was just a movie with, you know, just get some asshole to draw it and we're going to animate it and it's going to look like Disney, it's going to look like this, it would have flopped. And also, it kind of scares me. There's something disturbing about that stop motion animation with all those dogs and stuff. It just feels like a horror movie to me. Like, this isn't... I wouldn't want to watch it with my girlfriend or something. Be like, you'll love it. It's a cute movie. Not really.
Dogs die.
Yeah. It's about death and animals. But I think that's cool. I mean, my hat's off to anyone trying to attempt stop motion or claymation or anything. I mean, it is a meticulous, thankless job, and there's probably hundreds of people on set to orchestrate that. I appreciate it. I'm glad he at least stepped away from it, because some of those movies that Wes Anderson did feel like the same thing. It feels like the whole motif is just like, well, he's got dad issues, like, you know, all these movies are about that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of dad issues, Moonrise Kingdom comes up next.
Okay.
And it's about two young children who fall in love, and the boy is an orphan and the girl is just in her rebellious days against her father and her mother.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. I love that movie. It gets a little weird.
Agreed.
But if that one scene wasn't on it in the movie on the beach,
I don't even know.
I don't know. It's just a little weird seeing kids like get intimate.
Oh.
But if that one scene wasn't in the movie, I would say it's one of my favorites.
Okay. That's all right. That's whether they're campers, right?
He's a Boy Scout. Yeah.
I didn't really care for it.
No?
To be honest, I give it 5.5. Wow. I wouldn't rewatch it. I'm not into kid stuff, and those types of coming of age stories stand by me. Although I'll put an exception with that. It's a Stephen King novel, and Rob Reiner did it, but I'm not into this. I don't want to see this kind of kid humor. I just didn't feel like the right audience for it. Not that this film was beneath me, but
I feel like it was kid humor though. They were adults.
I just don't want to see kids on screen like running around and something. Like, I don't know. Some of these Wes Anderson movies, I feel like they're not made for me. Whether they're too art house or just have such an odd, you know, drawing of inspiration. I'm like, I could live without this. I don't need to see a movie about Boy Scouts and Edward Norton, right?
He was good in it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just too goofy for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure it's, again, I can picture some scenes in my head, you know, the wardrobe and everything. Gets the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Just not for me, baby. Not my speed.
All right. I would probably give it an 8.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, what's Moonrise Kingdom come after that?
We just did that.
No, we didn't. Oh, what am I talking about?
Yeah, like he said, Moonrise Kingdom. I think he's broken. I think we were kind of jumbled. It had to be Moonrise Kingdom to then Isle of Dogs.
No, Isle of Dogs came out not that long ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? Okay.
I feel like Isle of Dogs was his last movie before.
Okay. Well, let's see. All right. Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom to... Then he did a bunch of shorts. So next, 2014, Grand Budapest Hotel. And
Beautiful.
go.
Beautiful. Perfect film.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's funny. And good Lord, does it look great.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, it just seems like they had, a year to set up all sorts of all these shots and build the sets, and it's really well thought out. I would say if there was ever a time for him to win for Best Director, that should have been it. Mm-hmm. And
Ralph Fiennes in it is just incredible.
Yeah,
and he's hilarious.
He's fantastic. It's one of the few that I would want to rewatch and multiple times because it's got some plot in there too.
And I know I'm sorry for forgetting your name, but Robert Yeoman is his cinematographer that he uses constantly.
Robert Yeoman. Oh, fantastic.
And
on par with Roger. Is it Roger Deakins, right?
Yeah. Just fantastic. Getting him and Wes work together so well, and he knows exactly what Wes wants because Wes is very particular with his shots. He likes everything symmetrical and center framed, and it's just the behind the scenes of that movie too, like how they pulled off some of those shots, like the train sequence.
Yeah. When
the two of them are in and they pull up to the soldiers, it was literally they're on a cart with a fucking fake wall behind them.
Cool.
On a rail. On a whatchamacallit rail. And it just worked. Mm. And even with the car scene when he kisses what's her name? Goodbye. Oh God, what's her name?
I don't know. There's so many people in that movie. I'm not too surprised. Is it Tilda Swinton?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Do you find his obsessive framing a little ostentatious or anything? Do you think sometimes it calls to itself or?
No, I think it's just his style.
Yeah.
And I think that many people have tried to replicate it. Mm-hmm. And it does not work.
I would say it definitely did its hand in inspiring people to second guess their shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I like that. I appreciate that. And maybe sometimes you don't need it in every scene. But it is good to have.
Yeah.
The dialogue scenes, it definitely helps us, with just how the scene is set up.
I feel like if it didn't do that though, it'd break you out of what the story is. Because his framing and his cinematography is 100% a character in the story. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah. I feel like if he were to break away from that, it would just feel wrong. Whereas you're watching this whole movie and then this one scene, unless it was meant to do that, if it was a jarring scene, kind of like how people go from Steadicam to handheld, and a psychological level. But I don't know. I think he's the only one doing it, and he does it well. And I always appreciate it. So I don't know. I enjoy it for that.
I would clump him into the category of auteur.
Oh yeah. Hands down.
Even then, and that's why it's I don't want to butcher him. I feel like I'm saying some bad stuff about some of his films and then trying to call it back where it's I get it. It's
his movies are very hit or miss though. It's either you're into them or you're not. It's there's no, I guess there might be an in between depending on what movie it is, but he's a very particular director. It's not
I'd like to, shit, man, bring him on. Bring him on.
Come on, Wes.
Because I'd like to pick his brain. Just with how does he write? Is it visualizing the scene first and setting it up and knowing the characters and then, or is it just, I'm going to crank it out and when, fuck it. It's going to be Adrian Brody and Willem Dafoe. And I want him here.
He writes for the actors he knows are going to be in it.
Cool.
So, which is great because if you know your actors, you can write perfect for them.
Mm-hmm. And I like that he always uses Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And Adrian Brody and what's her name?
Angelica Houston.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Always uses his core cast.
Especially with the Wilson brothers. It's kind of reminiscent of Sam Raimi using Bruce Campbell and using some of the Evil Dead girls, recasting them. And I think that's awesome. Because it's just It doesn't matter. Yeah, oh great, the budget's $5 million. We're still friends. Like, remember when we made that shit with ketchup packets for blood? Like, come on in. I need someone to play an usher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use you. I think it's cool, and that's one thing that I would really like us to become. Where it's, I don't know, who could we get? Well, we could get Zach Galifianakis or John from Annex 2. Cast John. Keep John. Keep John. I hate
know how to
Zach
write.
Galifianakis.
Oh man.
That's next.
What came after Budapest?
Oh wait, what did you give Grand Budapest?
Budapest, I'd give it 9.5.
Okay, I have it at an 8 right now in here. Gladly would rewatch it. Can't believe it's going to be 10 years old pretty soon.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Time's moving too fast.
Yeah. And then what's her name? Sorsone?
Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
I love her. She was in
She
that?
was
I don't know.
Yeah. She was the main character. She was the main girl who baked the muffins or whatever.
Mad at your dad, not me. I forgive you. Yeah, you're right. She was in there. This is such a good cast.
Yeah.
Tilda Swinton again. Tom Wilkinson.
Fucking Willem Dafoe.
Mm-hmm. He was
plays
hysterical.
a crazy dude when they were skiing.
Oh my
god.
And this won some good Oscars, real quick. Costume design, makeup and hair, music, original score. That's the same one. And then the fourth one is production design.
Good.
Deserve it all.
Yeah.
I remember actually watching the Oscars this year, and this movie, the problem with this is it came out in like January, February. It had a very early 2014 release. Had to go the whole fucking year up against some good movies. And then
I don't know how anyone could beat his production design.
Because people are lazy. And you know what? He's probably not such like in the news, in the tabloid director where it's like, if someone told me, oh, Wes Anderson's making another film. Okay. There's never any drama on sets. There's never anything coming up.
I was so hyped.
Yeah.
So hyped for his new one.
He's definitely a filmmaker. He's not a movie director. These are films, whether or not you like the stories in them. None of them are like, oh my God, you got to see this one. It's like, you have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a time where there's one scene out of a Wes Anderson movie where I really want to show someone. Just watch the whole movie. I mean, it's its own little immersive world, whether it be quirky or.
I just want to make sure that we're not missing one.
Okay. Look it up. I think the only thing that I skipped over was Fantastic Mr. Fox, and like I said, there's a lot of shorts that he did.
Yeah. Then after that was just Isle of Dogs, and then French Dispatch.
And you didn't watch Isle of Dogs?
I did.
I thought this was on silent.
I didn't finish it though. I was like, all right, this is. I don't know. It's just the animation, and it was very dry. I mean, like typical Wes Anderson, but
yeah,
I don't know. And again, like I could have been watching it at a time where like I just threw on a movie.
Okay.
I didn't like go into it to be like, oh, I need to see this. Cool cast.
Yeah, another good cast. That's
Bryan
never
Cranston.
a problem.
But yeah, I mean,
and the rest of them.
the rest of them.
I think it was just a good sidestep, not career derailer of let's do something so different. Well, in what sense? Well, I still want to be OCD and meticulous with everything, but now I want to animate it frame by frame. Like, oh my God. And it worked. I mean, he's clearly passionate about it, and his characters, I don't think any of them are really that memorable. Steve Zissou, maybe Gene Hackman's character, Royal Tenenbaum. But I don't think he's given any character that's like Tyler Durden. I don't mean to keep bringing up Fight Club in this podcast, but you know what I'm saying? There's like a different level of character. John McClane.
Yeah.
These big characters. I mean, I don't think fucking 4 out of 10 people would know some of these Wes Anderson characters if you rattled them off. And for shame. So, moving on to his last film, French Dispatch. Do what you can with it, and then I'll butcher it.
Cinematography and production design, as always, were beautiful. Benicio del Toro stood out. I don't know, man. I just feel like he tried to out Wes Anderson himself.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
And he tried to cram 3 movies into 3 hours. Mm-hmm. And it was just too much, too quick. And it didn't, I don't know, man. It just, it disappointed me. I maybe because I was so hyped for it to come out, and then what it was. There were some good aspects of it, but overall, I'd probably give it like a 6.
I didn't even finish it. I got 20 minutes left. I just was not interested the other night, and I started it a week ago. And it was
You mean you didn't like Timothée Chalamet in it?
No, I don't. I did not. I feel like the problem is it's like, this is what happens when the robots become self-aware. Someone told Wes Anderson what he's known for, and he was like, well, fucking G. Willikers, guys, I gotta put that in there. Like, yes. And literally there's a shot where it breaks down from Timothée Chalamet's segment to almost as if it's on a stage in a play, and the actors in the background are reenacting a scene that Timothée Chalamet's character was just learned this information. So it's kind of like a flashback of like, oh, well, this just happened, and this is why. And it was very beautifully shot of how it felt like a play within a movie, and it was structured as such. I can't fault this guy for the production value, but I will say this, it was fucking boring.
Yeah.
Especially that segment. They should have, like, the Benicio del Toro thing, there was no saving it. It was all just these, like, one-off little stories that were kind of interesting. It felt like a bunch of haikus strung together into, like, film form, where it's just, I could not imagine watching that again. And, man, I'll tell you this, when I think a movie's good, fucking great, I'll rewatch it immediately with director commentary. And you're gonna be like, what? I did it with Once Upon a Time in the West. I just enjoyed it so much because I like westerns. I like that style, even though it's very slow. I wanted to know more. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna dedicate another day to behind the scenes, everything. I do it from time to time with different movies, but I couldn't imagine doing it with Wes Anderson. I mean, good Lord. Does this guy drink decaf coffee or what? Like,
when Benicio, when she walked in the room and Benicio's in the chair, and he's pull the lever. I fucking died.
That was the black and white segment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
and
beautiful.
He's like running after, chasing the dude.
I want him to do a black and white movie.
I don't.
No? Because you like the colors?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the colors are great, but he could really, like, man, some of those noir movies with the shadows and everything, that is a character too, as much as bright colors and stuff. And it almost feels like the anti-Wes Anderson. I would just, same way with how I really appreciated the claymation, animation, such, I'd like to see him do something totally different. And I guess if there was any director that I think could make a good silent film, it would be him. I think I asked you, like, you've seen The Artist?
I haven't.
Silent. No. Okay, it's very beautiful. It's
I've
good.
won best film, right? So.
Yeah, a couple.
So
What's he got cooking?
He has a new movie coming out called The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. At least I think it's a feature. I'm pretty sure it's a feature. It's in production right now.
Okay.
Rupert Friend, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ralph Fiennes, Dev Patel, Richard Ayoade, and Ben Kingsley.
Nice.
So very British cast.
Ben Kingsley's wonderful. I can't believe he played Gandhi.
I know. He did it so well, though.
I know. I look at him and I'm just like, how? Who the fuck was like on set and was like, you know who's going to play a perfect Gandhi? This white guy.
So he has a new movie coming out in 2022.
Okay.
It's in post-production right now, and it's called Asteroid City. Are you ready for the cast?
Are the viewers? Go.
Margot Robbie, Tom Hanks, Scarlett Johansson, Jeffrey Wright, Bryan Cranston, Adrian Brody, Maya Hawke, Liev Schreiber, Tilda Swinton, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Murray, Sophia Lillis, who played Bev in It.
Okay.
Fisher Stevens, Matt Dillon, Hope Davis, I'm not sure. Tony Revolori, who played the bellboy.
Okay.
Jason Schwartzman. And that's it for the top.
Okay. I'm very interested with the two good additions there. Liev Schreiber and Matt Dillon.
Tom Hanks, he's never worked with. I mean, whatever, but I'm just saying he's never worked with him. It's interesting.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not going to lie to you. The past 2 trailers I've seen with Tom Hanks have looked horrendous. Mm-hmm. Where he plays some German guy in the Elvis biopic that's coming out.
Right.
It is a horrible, thick accent. Yeah. Like, it looks bad. And I think they need to get Tom Hanks off of the frequency, like how often movies are being made. He just did a News at the End of the World, the Robert Zemeckis movie, and Alien movie or something where he was like,
I haven't watched anything from him in a long time.
It's just, I'm over it. Yeah. He's getting to the point where he's oversaturating it. Yeah. Not in a good way. Tom Hanks needs to do something that's so far out there. He better play like a serial killer soon just to spice up his career. Because it's like, what are you going to play next, Tom? I don't know, just some guy that works in an office from 9 to 5 and I don't know, get a food poisoning or something. Like, oh, wow, sounds good.
Huh. I didn't realize that. He co-wrote it with Roman Coppola.
Oh.
Who also co-wrote literally almost all of his other films with him.
Cool.
I didn't know that they were close like that. I know that he was close with, what's his name? I can't remember it. The guy who made, The Whale and...
Noah Baumbach?
Noah Baumbach, yeah.
Yeah, The Whale. Squid and the Whale.
Squid and the Whale. Great movie. Mm-hmm. Fucking hard to watch movie, but...
Mm-hmm. That's Jeff Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know they were good friends. Marriage Story.
Okay.
Oh.
I haven't seen it.
No?
No.
Dude.
I just figured it was kind of depressing.
Adrian Brody and Scarlett Johansson's hands down best roles they've ever done.
It's Adam Driver.
What did I say?
Adrian Brody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on the...
Get him, comment section. Get him.
Admonish me.
Yeah.
Yes. Adam Driver.
Whippings.
Adam Driver's hands down and Scarlett Johansson, their best roles.
What happened to Adrian Brody after winning that Oscar? What is it about?
He took some shitty roles.
Yeah, but what is it about winning the Oscar that's just like... It's like a brain aneurysm went off in some actors' minds where it's like, you just won an Oscar, you could do any movie you want.
He's pretty good in, he's in it very shortly, but he was pretty good in Succession.
I've only seen him in one episode of Succession.
He's in a couple.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see him that much.
I think he is at least.
Some of his choices, I think it's just they don't know what to cast him as.
I'm pretty sure he did Splice right after he won, didn't he? It was like very, very shortly after that, and he had sex with an alien?
No.
Or was it before that?
Because by the way, Adrian Brody's the youngest person to win Best Actor.
Is he?
Yes, like 27 years old or something.
Huh.
Well deserved. The Penis has to be like 2001. And then Split,
let's see,
or Splice is like 2008 or 9.
Yeah. Did you right, man?
Did you right?
Did you right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see.
I wish he was in more. I wish they knew how to cast him.
Pianist came out in...
Who?
The Pianist came out in 2002. Then he did The Village, King Kong, the Darjeeling Limited, Brothers Bloom, then Splice.
He also did The Jacket. Isn't that buried in there somewhere? Like right before, same year as King Kong? 2005?
Yeah, The Jacket. Never heard of it.
Literally, they put him in a straitjacket and crank him full of hallucinogenics or something and stuff him in a drawer.
Wow.
And he has like these outer body experience. I think he's like a PTSD vet. It's a very weird story. I think it's got your girl in there too. Can you click it? Is it Jennifer Jason Leigh? Does she play like a...
My girl.
I don't know. I just remember we did a podcast and you were like, I don't really know this broad.
You're saying it
no.
facetiously.
Calm down.
Keira Knightley, Daniel Craig, Chris Christopherson, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Is she in it? Yeah. Cool. I've seen it once. Wouldn't watch it again.
Brad Renfro. What happened? Did he die? He
Who?
died. Oh, that's why he died.
Who?
This guy. You remember him?
No.
Ah.
Hold it up to the microphone. I don't know who that is.
See me. He died. That's why he's not in anything.
Damn. Okay. Well, was this episode 9, right?
This was episode 9.
Okay. Awesome. Looking forward to cutting it up with you guys on episode 10.
Episode X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to think of something cool for the next episode.
As always, this episode is sponsored by us. Check out the website down below. We have some merch. If you're interested in that, go buy some. We haven't sold any merch.
I was actually thinking of getting some of the stickers and stuff.
Yeah, pop film stuff.
I need to get a sweatshirt that says our shit. I got to get new business cards.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, Christ.
Our actual emails on them.
Correct.
We also have Dead County down in the comments or down in the description. Click that link. You can watch it for free on Tubi, or you can order it on Blu-ray. We have a new movie coming out. Well, we have a portion of a new movie coming out called Built to Kill. Once it drops, we'll let you know.
Fuck, that's what I thought we were going to do this episode. What? Next episode, werewolf episode.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All Men Could Be Monsters. We'll talk about that, okay. And we should have the new mask.
Yeah.
And maybe compare it with the other mask and stuff. And we want to do a short film, the one that you mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sometime soon.
I don't want to show the mask before we film it.
No, they don't get to see it.
You don't get to see it. We're going to blur it out.
Yep.
Torture you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm very down to do that. Werewolf episode 10. So watch them.
So we are right now less than 60 hours away from getting monetized.
Congratulations.
I want to film a short. If we're not, we're going to do a script read on Friday. If we're not doing that
Sunday,
we're doing it Sunday now.
Yeah.
Do you want to shoot something this weekend, perhaps?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm out at 6 on Saturday. It would probably be the best day, I guess.
Okay. Because I want to put something out. Because we haven't dropped anything since Eggs. And we're focusing very heavily on this new short.
Mm-hmm. That we're not even going to be able to put out immediately.
Not immediately, but eventually. But
it'll be worth the wait.
So it will be worth the wait. It's just that we're going to have a very long dry spell of shorts on the channel. And I don't want that.
No,
for our beautiful fans.
We're not going to let that happen. I think your idea is good. Let's run with that.
Okay, cool.
I have that idea. I got to finish the script. I think we could do that again, very cheaply.
Okay.
Which is always key. And then we'll be doing this.
Yeah.
The bigger project with Cullen and Heath.
Yeah.
And I'm ready, baby.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna try and go see Doctor Strange coming up.
I heard it was the worst film of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Someone on Twitter said that.
Oh, then you know it's true.
Yeah.
I just have to see.
If Twitter said it. Yeah.
Neat.
All
right, make the weird noise we make to end every episode.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.